it smelling like it. You know, at Mama D's with my nigga Seth. You know what I mean? Wanna, you know, tell his story and let us know how he started this restaurant in a little bit. You know what I mean? Let us know how he got it going.
So man, I'm Seth, man, the owner of Mama D's, you know, 1800 Wabash Avenue. That's where we at. Come check us out. Definitely come get you something to eat. Come get your car cleaned, whatever. We got a few different businesses going on over here. Definitely come check us out.
We're on a car wash too. You know what I mean? A restaurant and a car wash. So, you know what I mean? Definitely.
Best chicken wings around. Catfish.
All that.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, got a vast menu. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff on the menu. So we're gonna get into how he got this going on and let him tell his story a little bit.
You know, basically, man, really it started, man. We me and a few of my guys, man, a few years ago, about 2-3 years ago, we opened up a food truck.
Okay.
And when we started the food truck, you know what I mean, you know, it was a process. We built it from the ground up. So it was like me and two other guys.
Shout them out. You know
oh yeah, Ryan, man, for sure, man. Y'all, everybody, you know, if you from around here, you know Ryan.
Yeah.
And then, you know, another one of my OGs, man, that helped me out, man, older cat, and he helped me build it. Y'all wouldn't really know him, but either way, man, this is this is basically what it was. And so we had an idea, man, basically to serve chicken because we had been going out of town. We was going to the city.
Okay.
So we'd go up to Nat, you feel me, and grab these chicken wings at this little spot called R&R.
Okay.
And
I know
they had,
R&R.
yeah, you know about R&R. So they had the this sauce. It was like the garlic parm.
Okay.
And we'd go. I go up there. A few of my guys. I seen it on a few of my guys' stories, so I went and checked it out, man. It was heat.
Yeah,
you know, as soon as I went, it was
fire.
Yeah, it was
definitely some of the best dry rub.
Yeah, they had the garlic. So what I liked was it was the garlic parm, and so we go up there, we get the garlic parm wings, we come back, whatever, and then you know I was like, man, nobody around here is selling this. You know, we ain't got nobody who got food like this. So I'm like, you know, talking to my guys, whatever, and we come up with the idea we're gonna open up a food truck, you know, and so we me and a few of my guys, man, DZ and D-Lo, but we went in and you know we ended up finding a trailer. And it was bare, it didn't have nothing in it. We built it, you know, added everything in there, whatever. And, you know, that's where the food came into play, you know what I mean? And we started selling these chicken wings or whatever, but back to how we got to getting the food truck was because we would go get these wings and that, you know. And so one time, after I'd been going to this spot for a couple of years, I took my mom out there.
Okay.
And I took my mom and my grandma. I'm like, man, my mom's gonna know, you know, what this sauce is. So I
Our
take
mom
her
are
out.
great friends, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. And so you know, we get to I get my mom up there or whatever, and we get to trying the wings or whatever, and she's like, she knew for sure that it had a certain sauce in it that she could taste, you know.
Okay.
And so once she gave me that, I knew I could come back and, you know, create it now, you know what I mean? So I got in the kitchen for a minute. Well, you know, I didn't really. I had my wife, she got in the kitchen for me or whatever and got to putting the sauce together. And, you know, she tried it a few times, whatever, couldn't get it right. And finally, after about the third time, we had figured it out. And so once we figured it out, you know, we knew it was a hit. We was like, oh, yeah, this is the one.
Yeah.
And, you know, we wrote down the recipe, everything. And from that, once we got the sauce, because the garlic parm was our main sauce, you know, everything else for us, you know, was kind of the barbecue, all that, you know, we could do that. But this garlic parm was going to be special, you know what I mean? And we knew that from jump. And so once we had the garlic parm,
that was the one.
yeah, we was good. And so we went through that process, like I said, going to R&R, doing all that, you know what I mean? Then we built our truck, you know. And so we built Charlie's Chicken Cab. And once we started that, you know, we had started selling wings, and you know, it started off good and everything was good, you know, and it was going good. But you know, we knew that the trailer wasn't big enough for what we was trying to do. You know what I mean? We had to get out of the trailer.
You guys actually had a good turnout with the food truck.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
We would have people waiting in the rain,
buzzing.
man.
That was buzzing,
yeah, it
man.
was,
you know what I mean?
Right
off the campus.
it was cold out like it is right now, bro. People would be standing out there waiting to get the chicken. So it was definitely crazy. But so we get the food truck going or whatever, and once we get the food truck going, it had a good turnout. Everybody was showing love. You know, it was going crazy. And so from that, you know, a lady named Denise, who actually owns this building or whatever, man, she let us come up here and we would actually pull the food truck out here in the front, and we, you know, right here. And so one day she was talking to us or whatever, and she asked us, you know, if we would think about or consider maybe opening up the restaurant inside, you know, so we could be warm. Because it was, you know, it'd be cold outside, you know, freezing cold.
Nobody want to work in the winter.
Yeah, but we grinded, you know, we was definitely
getting it in.
You know, like I said, I had my partner Ryan, man, he was definitely, you know, he was definitely been there for sure, you know, through thick and thin with this shit.
I know Ryan my whole life. So.
Yeah, for sure. And so,
you know.
So, you know, man, we had got to where we was, where she asked us, you know, if we wanted to, you know, maybe expand or be bigger, you know,
transition into the building.
Exactly, you know, and so we kind of jumped into that process, and you know, of course, we accepted, you know, whatever, you know, and wanted to do it. You know, we were happy about doing it, but you know, we didn't realize coming in that we was, you know, how much work it was going to really take to really open this up. You know what I mean? And so, you know, you know. Like they say, man, if it was easy, man, everybody would do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know, everybody would go do it. You know what I mean? But it's not easy. It's a process to doing it. And so, and we didn't even know this. You know what I mean? We thinking like, oh, we're gonna go straight in. We're gonna open up. You know, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be crazy. And
you got your ups and downs with everything.
Yeah. So you know, we got into it and we got to seeing, you know, what everything cost and what this, you know, and we're not realizing, you know, we're thinking it's gonna be like the food truck, you know, but it wasn't. It wasn't nothing like that, you know. So once we get into doing this, before we opened Mama D's, we decided like it would be best to open the car wash first, because we had already had the car wash and people knew us for that. You know what I mean? So we're like, we're gonna open up the car wash first to generate money to be able to pay for the restaurant. You know what I mean? Because at this point, you know, we can always detail cars and, you know, do all this and whatever and make money, you know. So we would take the money from detailing the cars or whatever, you know what I mean, and you know,
the restaurant with it, huh?
Yeah, and put it back into the restaurant, you know. And so you know, we got into that process. We started doing that. And, you know, it would be sometimes, man, where like I tell people all the time, like I didn't just go out and buy all these materials and put all this together. It would be like me and bro, one day we might go get 2 pieces of drywall. You feel me? Like shit, we got it. You know what I mean? We got a couple pieces. We might get 20 2x4s. You feel me? And it was just, you know what I mean?
Piece by piece.
Yeah, it was just piece. We would piece it together. You know what I mean? When we had the funds to do whatever, we would go and do this. You know what I mean? And you know, it was a lot of times. It took us about 8 months to build it. You know what I mean? And put it together. You know, now on something that really, you know, in reality, if you had all the money up front, you could have did it, you know, in 2-3 months. But it just goes to show, you know, it's a process, you know, and we had to pace ourselves to be able to do it. So, you know, once we started doing it, we get into, you know, you gotta have permits. You gotta be able to, you know, you gotta. We built this literally from the ground up, so all the electric, everything. We did all that, you know what I mean? We put it all together, and you know, I look at the ceiling and different stuff, man. Like my guy would be up there. We ain't never hung no ceiling or did no drop ceiling, nothing like that, you know what I mean? But we would go up there and he did that. He put that together, and so just like, man, just seeing us be able to do this and build it up.
Yeah, from the ground up.
Yeah, from the ground up. That was really like super major. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they really went from a truck to a building. You know what I mean? In Terre Haute, so like, and it's one of the only black-owned restaurants in Terre Haute. So like, that's a fun fact for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's not too many black-owned nothing around here. Bro's got one of the only black-owned restaurants in town. So, you know what I mean? That's something to be proud about. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. And you know, man, one thing I say, like in Terre Haute, it was always like, if you're from around here, man, and people know you, you know, you get a lot of love, man. As long as you ain't, you know, you've always, you know, been been the right type of person with people. You know what I mean? You get, you know, people show love, man. So that was one of the dopest things about opening it, was just seeing how much people would really come out and, like, you know what I mean, and support you.
Yeah,
and you know, even certain times you'll think, like, you know, certain people won't come and others will. You know what I mean? You're like, dang, you might not even expect it them, and you know, but man, you never know. You know what I mean?
Surprise you. The turnout surprised you, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know what I mean? And that was what was really major. You know, it was like just being able to experience that and see, like, man, it's a lot of love out here. You know, so you know, and we did this during the pandemic. You know what I mean? We opened. That's
a big thing.
We opened up, you know, May 28th, bro. That was this during the pandemic, bro. Like, we opened up a restaurant. Yeah. When everything's shutting down, when everything's closing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Locally owned restaurant.
You know what I mean? We're you know, and we had to do it because, you know, of course, this is how we're trying to survive like this. You know what I mean? That's how, so we don't got no other choice but to open. You know what I mean? And you know, man, like I say, I usually don't even talk about it, but you know, God bless me. Yeah. The first week, the first week just in sales, we did like a little bit over 20,000. And you know, I'm not even. That's not to boast or brag or nothing like that. I don't, you know, I'm
it's something to be proud of. You know what I mean?
But definitely just doing that, man. Just doing that, just seeing, like, you know, that's a lot of love.
Proud of that, bro.
And
straight up.
You know what I mean, bro? It was definitely just a, you know, a good experience, and just seeing, you know, like I said, man, seeing all the love from everybody. A lot of y'all. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, fam would come. I ain't gonna flex it. He was one of my everyday people. Him and his son come in here. You know what I mean? Shout out BLoughed, man. Shout out the shooter, man, for sure.
Man.
You know what I mean? But
man behind all the scenes.
Definitely, man.
For real. But everybody's videos, not just ours.
You know, man. So it was definitely, like I said, just going through that, man, and you know, just seeing, you know, who was gonna be there, who's not gonna be there, and you know, but outside of that, you know, we ain't never had a restaurant or nothing like so we all coming in just learning. You know what I mean? Me and all my guys, man. All my guys, man. We just came in here.
It's a process.
We taught ourselves how to do this. You know what I mean?
And I was around for a lot of the opening and you know what I mean. A lot of the beginning phases. You know what I mean? From when they was over on campus, when you could just pull up and get the car washed. Now you got a whole garage you can pull into and get the car washed.
That's right. Drive.
You know what I mean? He definitely going up. You know what I mean? Showing progression and maturity. So that's the dopest thing. And then, you know, for me to witness about it, you know what I mean? It's going up. You might open another restaurant. You ever think about that or something? Or?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we you know, we working on something right now. You know, we ain't really, you know, got too deep into it, but yeah, we got another location and some other stuff that we're about to do. You know, but you know, so just be, you know, of course,
it's still going on.
Always watching for that. You know, it's always room to grow. Yeah, and definitely. You know what I mean, be better. You know what I mean? So, you know, of course, we're trying to grow, and you know, if we can be in all 50 states, that's what we're gonna try to do.
Definitely, you know make it a change.
Yeah, you know, so
definitely make it a change.
You know, like I said, right now we're learning. You know what I mean? But you know, I used to live on the East Coast. You know what I mean? So, you know, I lived in Delaware for a while, and living out there was like, you know, that's Philly cheesesteaks, all that type of stuff. That's super major out there. You know what I mean? To go get you a Philly with the grease falling off. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And so, you know, to have that here, you know, I know we ain't got that type of food here, and I knew it would, you know, it'd be something that would be that people would want.
Idea,
you know what
man.
I mean? People would want this. You know what I mean?
That was a good idea.
So that's what you know. That's what really like that type of stuff inspired the menu too. You know what I mean? Living in different places and seeing different types of foods, and you know what I mean? Understanding, like, you know, if we could put all this together, you know what I mean, it could be major. So, you know, that's what we're working on now, you know. And even over the last month or so, man, you know, we've seen a lot of growth, you know what I mean? Especially with, you know, advertising.
Yeah, I know you came with your own delivery service. They deliver now.
We added the delivery to you know, we took out the DoorDash.
That's cutting out a middleman.
Yeah, so deliveries in-house. So
that's a good process, you know what I mean? I was just asking one of the workers, and they were saying he even noticed a difference in that. Yeah. You know what I mean? DoorDash,
for sure.
Being out of there, raising his pay and stuff of that nature. You know what I mean? Him gaining extra work on delivery service.
Getting more money.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's another thing too, man. You know, we just trying to, you know, if anything, man, like I always tell my guys, man, for me, it's never about the money. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have more money than a lot of people never seen in their life. So I don't really care about the money side of things, but my young guys, man. If I can keep them off the streets, you know what I mean, and show them a better way.
That's definitely smart
10, 15 years from now, they may be like, dang, Seth showed me this. I'm gonna go open up a car wash. I'm gonna open up a restaurant.
Or even just work.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna work hard towards whatever it is that I want to accomplish in life.
That's
you know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? That's one of the main things, bro. Teaching them and showing them like you don't gotta bow down to nobody, you know what I mean? You can have your own stuff, bro. You ain't got to do nothing that you don't want to do. If you don't like doing it, you ain't got to do it. You know what I mean? You definitely ain't got to do it. So it's all about what you want to do. You know what I mean? And following your dreams, not chasing somebody else's dreams. You know what I mean?
Cause man,
come on up. Come on. Yeah, man, this is my boy, man. And, he definitely motivated me. I got another son too that's his age. They both 10 years old. And you know what I mean, they the ones who push me. I got 2 little boys that's both 9 months, you know what I mean? So, and then I got a daughter, but my kids is definitely what motivate me to do all this, you know what I mean? Show them that, my dad we wasn't depending on no type of other checks other than what my daddy was bringing home from what he did, you know what I mean? We ain't going out here, going to work for nobody, none of that, And not that there's nothing wrong with that because everybody is wired different. So I'm not knocking anybody who goes to a job. I just know that wasn't for me, and I'm trying to show my kids that there's another way. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody who goes to work and goes and takes care of their family however you have to by any means necessary. I just know that it wasn't for me to step out and to go that route. You know what I mean? I wanted to really, risk it all and see if I could make it, you know what I mean, doing something that I wanted to do or something that I was passionate about.
You know what I mean? Out the mud.
Yeah, straight, always.
But man,
what's staying real?
I want to dedicate this episode to my nigga West Coast, Dominick Cherry. You know what I mean? I was one of my lifetime friends, you know what I mean? I know him cuz for like majority of my life.
Rest in peace, Dom.
You know what I mean? He was a real one, so rest in peace, my nigga West Coast.
Definitely.
Straight up.
Rest in peace.
That's really it, bro.
You rap? That's a rap.
We nailed that shit. I'm gonna get into this food a little bit.
I'm good.
You want some of this food? Want some of this food?
I'm good.
You want something though?
Yeah, you want?
I'll whip you up something if you want.
I appreciate it.